Assalamualaikum students, I hope you all are doing well. Today's topic is algebraic operations on complex numbers. So there are 4 operations that can be performed on the complex numbers. They are the basic operations which we perform on real numbers as well. The first one is addition, subtraction, multiplication and then division. While performing the arithmetic operations of complex numbers such as addition and subtraction, combine similar terms. It means that combine the real numbers with the real numbers and imaginary numbers with the imaginary numbers. As you all know, in a complex number which is represented by z, if we write its notation like this, z is equal to a plus b iota, then this part is the real part and this is the imaginary part. So for performing these 4 operations, what we have to do, we have to combine the real parts of the complex numbers and the imaginary parts of all the complex numbers on which the operation is being performed. Okay, so let's move forward and see the operations one by one. The first one is addition. For addition, we have this formula. If we are adding two complex numbers, the first one is a plus b iota or iota b, plus addition sign is for plus sign is for addition, and then the second complex number is c plus d iota. If we are adding then these numbers, then this will be added like this, means the real parts a and c, they will be added, a plus c, and then plus sign will come, and then b plus d, real parts or imaginary parts will be combined or added, and then iota sign will be placed here. So this is the formula for addition. Let's see the example of addition with the formula so that you can understand it more easier. Okay, so the example is, we have two complex numbers, 2 plus 4 iota and 4 plus 6 iota. We are adding this. In this one, we are adding these two numbers, these two complex numbers. We have to combine or add the real parts, 2 and 4. See this one, 2 and 4, these are represented by a and c here in this formula. See, a and c are the real parts and b and d are the imaginary parts. So we are adding a and c, which are 2 and 4 here, a and c respectively, and b and d are 4 and 6. So the addition plus sign will come, and then 4 plus 6, and then iota sign will be placed here. So 2 plus 4 is equal to 6 and 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. So 6 plus 10 iota is the sum of the two complex numbers, 2 plus 4 iota and 4 plus 6 iota. Now let us see subtraction, the second operation to be performed. For subtraction, what we are going to do, we are subtracting the second complex number from the first complex number. What we have to do, we have to combine the real parts and the imaginary parts. For subtraction, obviously we will place minus sign here, a minus c, and then plus sign will be there in between, not the minus sign. You have to remember this thing. And see here, this plus sign will come, but here when we are combining the real and imaginary parts, the minus sign will be placed. Okay, so a minus c plus iota sign, and then b minus d, means imaginary parts are dealt separately and the real parts separately. Okay, this is the rule which we have seen here at the first. Okay, so let's see the example of subtraction. This is the example of subtraction. The subtraction example, for subtraction example, we have same complex numbers which are defined here above. 2 plus 4 iota and 4 plus 6 iota, they are being subtracted, so their difference will be found here at last. Let's see the steps now. Two minus 4, because a minus c, and 4 minus 6, b minus d, and iota sign. So 2 minus 4 is equal to minus 2, and 4 minus is also equal to minus 2, and iota sign will be placed at the last. So the difference of the two complex numbers will be minus 2 iota, because here plus minus sign will produce what, minus sign, and here already there is minus 2. So this is the answer, minus 2 iota. This is the difference of these two numbers, 2 plus 4 iota and 4 plus 6 iota. Okay, let us move forward and see the examples for multiplication and division. Firstly, we will see the formulas and then we will see the examples. So let's see this now. This is the difference which we have done previously for subtraction, and now we are going to see multiplication and then division. So there is multiplication formula first. If we are multiplying two complex numbers, then a plus iota b is being multiplied with c plus iota d. For multiplication we have dot here, and then the formula is a into c minus bd plus iota ad plus bc. We have to follow this formula for any type of multiplication in complex numbers. Okay, now let us see the example. Complex numbers are same, 2 plus 4 iota and 4 plus 6 iota. They are being multiplied here by the dot sign. Now a into c, a will be multiplied with c. A is 2, let me write here, a is 2, b is 4, c is 4 and d is 6. AC means 2 into 4, then minus BD, 4 into 6, plus sign of formula, and then A into D means 2 into 6, then plus sign of the formula, and then 4 into 4, B into C means 4 into 4, and iota sign. Let us multiply them. 2 into 4 produces 8, 4 into 6 produces 24, 2 6 are 12, and 4 into 4 is equal to 16. Let's now perform the operations mentioned in the formula. For the first part we have to perform minus or subtraction operation, and for the second part we have to add them. So 8 minus 24 is equal to minus 16, and the plus sign of the formula, and 12 plus 16 is equal to 28. So the final answer, or the product of two complex numbers, 2 plus 4 iota and 4 plus 6 iota, is minus 16 plus 28 iota. Okay, now let us see the final operation which we have to perform on complex numbers, that is division. Division is gonna be complex somehow, but not too much complex, but there are more calculations in it involved. Okay, so the formula is, when we divide a plus iota b, means first complex number by the second complex number, this is the numerator and this is the denominator. So the formula is ac plus bd divided by c square plus d square, plus, this is the one part for division, and then plus, and this is the second part. You can say this will produce the real part, and this will produce the imaginary part for the quotient. Okay, the answer for the division, because here iota sign is there present. Okay, let us solve the example now. We have same complex numbers, 2 plus 4 iota and 4 plus 6 iota. Let us follow the rules, the formula given, and calculate the quotient. So a into c means 2 into 4, plus b into d means 4 into 6, divide, division sign, slash here, and then 4 c square plus d square. So 4 is c and d is equal to 6. See, c is equal to 4 and d is equal to 6. So they will be squared, and then they will be add up. They will produce the sum. 4 square plus 6 square, then plus sign of the formula, this one, iota sign, I have put iota sign at the end here, and bc minus ad, b into c, 4 into 4, minus sign, and then a into d means 2 into 6, then the same numerator which was for the first part or the real part, 4 square plus 6 square. Let us calculate. 2 into 4 8, 4 6 are 24, 4 4 are 16, 6 6 are 36. Plus sign. 4 4 are 16, 2 6 are 12, 4 4 are 16, and 6 6 are 36. So 24 plus 8 will produce 32. 16 plus 36 will be summed up to 52, and then plus sign, and then 16 minus 12 will produce 4, and then 16 plus 36 obviously 52, and then iota sign here. Sorry, not here, but here. Okay, so the final answer is this one. This is the quotient, or this is the answer for the division of two complex numbers. 8 upon 13 plus 1 upon 13 iota. This is the real part, and this is the imaginary part. Obviously, when we are performing the operations on complex numbers, obviously complex operation or complex numbers will be produced in the resultant. Okay, so this was today's lecture, in which we have seen the algebraic operations on complex numbers. I hope you have got the idea of the operations performed on complex numbers, and if you have any query or question, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.